Here, I'll check this out when I fill up my water and take a piss. I love the quote on that. I'll smack you, tit boy. What does that mean? There's a lot of layers in that onion to peel apart. Let's see what this is. I don't know who Wes Watson is, but I'm very curious to see what he does to tit boy.
How did I find success?
How do you define success? What does that mean for you?
Success is, being free, being able to do what I want to do every day when I wake up.
Wrong. Success is how much pussy you get. Duh, idiot. Where's Wes Watson? Set everyone straight here. Is this him?
No vices. That means no drugs, no alcohol, no bullshit. Don't have to hide behind nothing. I mean, what's rich? I mean, you get to do what the fuck you want.
Is this Wes Watson? Is this the right guy? Let me see. Or is this Tit Boy? Who's who here? Okay, that is Wes Watson. Didn't he just say no drugs? Brother, gear is a drug too, you know that, right? No drugs, except for the ones I do. No vices, except for the ones I do. This guy probably actually did have gynecomastia at some point. So he is literally Tit Boy.
Ash, dude. Pull your fucking shirt
Because
off.
I've been...
Tell me you're fucking proud
Because
of yourself.
I've been to fucking...
Oh, wait, I gotta rewind. I always love that. Pull your shirt off! Show me your body! And let me touch it a little bit. Because you're probably not proud of it.
Are you proud? If you look in the mirror, would you guys say this motherfucker's proud of who the fuck he is? That's a bag of trash, dude. Pull your fucking shirt
Because
off.
I've been...
Tell me you're fucking proud
Because
of yourself.
I've been to fucking prison?
Jesus Christ,
Because
look
I've been
at
to
you,
prison?
bro. You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men don't have tits.
No, they go to prison where they get fucking...
Fuck yeah,
where
they
get
do.
raped up the ass.
You've never been to prison. Look,
That's
you're
what
talking about shit you
happens.
don't know.
They go to prison.
This is a
Get
crazy
raped.
argument.
You get your ass
Hold on,
beat
hold
in
on,
front
hold
of
on.
You think that
everybody.
that's better?
Guys,
You think that that's
okay.
better?
Let's let him... Yeah.
Titties.
Anyway,
Who do you think would
That's
win?
where I
In
was
what?
Boobs.
yeah. Okay.
A fight? This guy would probably win. He's got that roid rage psychopath energy. This guy would get snapped in half, no doubt. But if we're talking about like a lactation contest, this guy he's harping on the titties of would not win. It would be this guy. This guy's got so much gear in his body, his tits probably lactate all the time by pure accident. This guy's probably got a pump in his fridge. So it just depends on what kind of fight they're having. If you want to be a true alpha male, not this embarrassing caricature of one, then you have to get yourself the new Gamer Supps Waifu Cup of Me that just dropped. That's right, it's finally here. The Moist Waifu Cup has finally arrived. It's available right now at gamersupps.gg. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's guaranteed to be the best possible cup you've ever had in your life. Big thanks to Gamersupps for making this chalice here. I am honored to be represented as a big-tittied waifu. It's been long overdue, and I think it came out extraordinary.
But anyway, if you want...
Fuck yeah.
If you want to follow the successful mantra of a man who tells you he's reformed from prison, understand why they might have gone there to begin with. And
To take care
yes,
of a
I
family.
do think
What did he go to prison for? To take care of his family? Isn't that the opposite? You were not there for your family if you were in prison. I went to prison because I was such a good dad. That's why I went. He went undercover. Oh, wow, he spent a decade in prison. Holy shit. I thought it was going to be like a, I don't know, like 6-month stint in prison. No, this guy went to jail for 10 years. What did he do? That must have been heinous. During his 10 years in and he actually uses this as a selling point for himself. During his 10 years in California prison, West began building an Instagram presence while behind bars. Well, what did he go to jail for? Then he talks about becoming a millionaire within 18 months after being released. Is that it? It was 10 years in prison for robbery, burglary, assault, and battery. Oh, what? Tough guy's got his Instagram account privated? What's going on with that? He's got 1.2 million followers, though. Why is his Instagram private, though? That's not ripped, rare, and rich. I'm sure all the followers are real people, too, and not bots. I have no doubt. No, it's definitely not a purchased account. If anyone's curious, though, for how he became a millionaire within 18 months of being released from prison, he did it because he exploited you. The desperate, gullible men that are purchasing his shit and saying that it's worthwhile. You think this guy somehow found the ways to make money in jail for 10 years for beating people and robbing them? Yeah, I'm sure he's got a fucking fountain of knowledge to bestow upon you. He just found the easiest way of making money in the modern age, which is telling desperate men that they're losers, and the only way they'll stop being a loser is if they give him money. That's it. That's the shocking secret to how he became a millionaire. Charlie, he invented docking and copyrighted it. True, actually, maybe that is what it is. He brought docking into the mainstream.
True wealth is having a wife, and true wealth, that is what I think it is. And that is what I think truly success is being able to go home and look your family in the face and know that you're doing everything you can to support them. That's
then
what
when
I
you
think
go to the
success
beach
is.
with your family, they're like, there's my stud dad right there standing there.
Do you have
That's literally his whole life. Holy shit, that is so sad. His whole life is his body. Which is going to give out within the next 15 years from his overusage of gear. That's so sad. That is so fucking sad. This guy is 10x the insecurity of this man. Oof. That is actually all he can say. What an absolute fucking weenie. Yeah.
Stud right there with his shirt off.
Do you have children?
Look at that stud.
Do you have children?
I do have children.
How many?
I have 2.
You have 2. So, are you saying that your Bugatti and your money and everything
If
else
they
is
saw me
worth more
standing
than your
there, they'd be
children?
like, my dad's a superhero. Look what he brought to the table. Look how hard this guy works. He came from nothing to this.
Yeah.
He's, God damn it.
You're still whining. Stop whining.
That
and
is
just
a
make an
product.
argument.
I know, smack your fat ass.
So you're gonna-
Dude,
All right.
look
Let's
at
just-
your goddamn self.
Okay.
Oh man, this is much worse than I thought it would be for this guy. Yikes. Eek. Eek. I'm sure his children are so proud. My dad's a superstar. Look at him melt down on this fucking podcast about this guy. All because his body isn't as exploited with gear as my dad's. I'm so happy. My pop is the best. Oh, he only spent the first 10 years of my life in jail. What do you mean? He's a great dad.
This is not what men
Let's let
look
him.
like.
Let's let him
What do they
finish
look
his
like?
point.
Fucking shit.
What do they look like? Bald prisoners? Is that what they look like?
This is the problem in society. People like this think they can talk to someone like me like that.
You started it, goofball. Oh my god, he's getting. This is why he privated his Instagram account now. I see. Oh my, he's getting destroyed.
That's what the show is supposed to be about. I like this shit. So personally,
So do I.
enjoy it.
Yeah, it looks like you enjoy
We
it.
can agree to disagree.
Private account.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We can
We
have
can move on, but
we can-
Jesus
yeah.
Christ, men don't have tits.
Thanks for your sub, Jan.
That physically,
Men usually have
he
hair.
has-
We can
he
agree
has-
on that too.
He has
Physically.
crossed over gender barriers.
Right.
That guy actually only has a single thought in his mind at any given time. My body versus that body. My body better. My body use all kind of HGH substances. Thus I win. And he can't process anything else.
Need some other little fucking lame douche over there.
Oh man.
I'll
Come
still
on,
answer
man.
the question. Is giving
Would-
someone an
would you-
expensive watch?
Would any of you guys really hang out with these guys?
This is not an
This guy is having. This guy. This guy's fucking awesome. What an effective clown. I've never heard of Wes Watson before. I need to look more into this. Master your mind and body. Meanwhile, this guy just throws a temper tantrum like a child who can only say one thing, like, your body's yucky. I went to jail for 10 years, so what? Would you hang out with these guys? Oh, this is cute. On his website, he had a little bit of hair. Oh, so here we go. He used to be a marijuana dealer. And it looks like he was sentenced to jail for what Chatter mentioned earlier with like the robbery, assault, burglary, whatever, all of that. But he used to be a dealer. So I'm guessing... I still haven't seen exactly what the case was. But I'm guessing it was something about like a deal gone bad, maybe? I don't really know. I thought so. Okay. So the... This is so crazy. I think this is right. So the person he's currently dating is the woman who had that very viral plane meltdown and then got offered a porn deal. So his current girlfriend is this lady, I'm pretty sure. At least according to the articles that I was coming up and reading about this lady.
I did nothing wrong. I said shut up. No, you shut the up. You shut the up and your bitch.
Goodbye.
You shut the... Film me. I'm Instagram famous, you bum. Shut the up.
It's crazy. That's a perfect match. That is a perfect match. Two insufferable people dating each other. You couldn't script that any better. Did she take the porn deal too? That would be the cherry on top of the Wes Watson shit cake. This is so interesting. Hold on, one more thing I want to look up that I saw pop up briefly when looking into Wes Watson. Just, sorry. And then we'll get back to him screaming about whatever the fuck he's melting down about, shaking his fist at the clouds. Your body isn't as ripped as mine, clouds. You have no right here. Okay. So what I saw come up is that he also has a podcast, but that doesn't seem correct. It looks like he was a guest on a podcast, and it was called How to Date a Bad Bitch. And it's him talking about dating that plain lady that was melting down. Alright, sorry, I stopped looking up shit on the side here for side quests. Let's see what else he has to say.
Jesus Christ.
They're skilled at
you.
some things.
Whoever fucking said that.
Hang on, that bass
Kick
guy
you in
right
your
there just
fucking
said, hell
face,
yes,
little
shut up.
faggot.
That's fucking hilarious. You're awesome.
Different guys on the
this
panel.
is why most people don't invite me places.
Guys. Different guys
Yeah,
on
we
the panel
That's so sad.
Tell.
have different skills.
Yeah, that is so sad. Why would you say that? This is why I don't have any friends. Man, I don't have any friends. Look how quiet he gets after saying that, too.
We could tell his tits are all jiggling. He's
God,
got
that's
a
actually
half
all he's
fucking
got.
Jelly donut
Hey,
or
bro,
what.
your toupee, it's still back there in the back. Go get it.
I shaved my head, you little faggot.
Are you
Shut
sure
the
they...
fuck
Oh,
you
boy.
shave your head, or-
Uh-oh.
back here.
Guys.
I want to see these guys women. Let's put these trolls back here.
Women are not objects
Hey,
in our
hey,
world because
guys,
we're not
guys,
material.
guys.
Hey, Wes, I don't think you want to play that game, brother. Your woman went viral for being an insufferable asshole that everyone clowned on, and she got offered to do porn. Like, brother, you don't want to play that game. You really don't. This guy super sucks. He talks about how he used to be a huge drug-dealing kingpin who lived in big mansions, but the reality is he sold a little bit of weed and slept on his friend's couch. No, that's the propaganda that they're feeding you. He really was... No, dude, this guy, Wes Watson, he really did live in the biggest mansions, fuck the baddest bitches, sell the dopest weed. You got your facts mixed up.
We're gonna
make
move on.
You cry if you want.
We're gonna move
faggot.
on.
That's all
We're
you
gonna
got.
move on.
He's still going. He's so hurt.
We're gonna
No,
move on.
that's all you got is threats.
We're gonna
brute
move on,
strength.
guys. We're gonna
I'm
move
a great
on.
speaker.
We're gonna move on, guys. We're gonna move on.
Listen, Rich, better be proud of
No, it looks like they calmed him down is the wrong word. It looks like he ran out of words in his head. So then he blue screened in his brain. What an interesting guy. He's like if you tried to have someone do their best to be Dan Bilzerian, but without the actual money. Just taking like core personality traits and rolling them up into one guy who's battling his inner demons of insecurity. He's trying so fucking hard to put on the persona. He's more like a D-list Liver King. Liver King tries to be like wholesome. Like Liver King, he's just a scammer. This guy is both a scammer and an insufferable asshole who projects his insecurities onto every single living being with a pulse, it seems. And then privates his Instagram account when people tell him that he's a loser. That was interesting. That did lead to a new discovery here of the Wes Watson rabbit hole. I looked more into his arrest. He basically got arrested for beating up and robbing a low-level weed dealer at a random motel. Brother, that's not what happened. I don't know what kind of fucking woke news sources you're reading. Wes Watson, he marched out into Gotham by himself and took on Penguin's entire gang, upturned that bitch, and stole all their product, and eventually Commissioner Gordon had him thrown behind bars. That's what happened. And he did it for his family. That was pretty cool. That was pretty fucking awesome. What happens when you get three of the most uninteresting, out-of-their-prime frat dudes in a room? They make a podcast. And like all other alpha podcasts, they focus on shitting on women. But this time, the unique selling point of this alpha podcast is all three of them rolled a 0 in the charisma stat. Between the three of them, they can very rarely form a complete sentence. It's like a game of fucking Mad Libs because they can't help but keep interrupting each other, and the one time they brought on a female guest, I think she maybe got 3 words out before they kept, like, dogpiling on every single breath she took. It is an outstanding disaster of insecurity. It's also adorable how hard they all try to appear as, like, this peak sigma alpha masculine specimen. This is a podcast I'm sure none of you have heard of. I only found it because a YouTuber named Chad recently made a great video on it, and I knew I had to dive into it and watch more of their content. On TikTok, they're a bit of a laughingstock. They're just a fucking punching bag for most people to insult for good reason, obviously. So I wanted to watch more than just like their best moments montages where it's like women cheat more than men, those bitches. Like I wanted to watch like the actual full context and full episodes. They have 3 right now. But it was so hard to watch them because every time they try and speak, it's like a kid who gets called on in middle school to stand up and read in front of the class and they're nervous. They just drone on and on, getting lost in their own sauce, forgetting what they were even talking about. They just keep fumbling over words and they just keep placing new filler words in there and it makes no fucking sense. It's like, I have no mouth and I must scream some dumb shit, but they just can't do it. Let me show you.
Yeah, plus like too, when you're in that bracket of fucking really financial, I'm not, but one day I will be, when I'm in that bracket of like being fucking rich as fuck.
Right.
I feel like, especially like, I don't know, like a lot of dudes get played for their fucking money. And,
yeah, a lot.
And they get made look like fucking fools. Because after a while too, money can only get you so far with getting pussy and shit.
Well, it depends.
At the end, and it's true, and like they'll be like, "Oh, fuck him, I'm tired of him." The fucking housewife.
That bitch was plotting.
He was plotting from the jump.
It's funny because I was
that's
like,
her personal need.
yeah, right.
Which I don't understand.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
fuck that.
why are you gonna use my money that I fucking made to do something?
Yeah.
If you want money, you ask for it, and I'll gladly give it to you.
Yeah,
because I don't want you sneaking money out
we're
the damn.
financially fucking way better off than most.
Yeah, yeah.
But, yeah, just don't like fucking. Yeah, I fucking agree.
But like,
This was from the timeless classic Women Cheat More Than Men, their biggest episode and a real hit. I couldn't watch the whole thing because this is the whole thing. Stretch this kind of conversation across an hour and 15 minutes. It's impossible to sit through. It literally sounds like someone skipping through dialogue options in like a Fallout game. It sounds like you're just listening to William Shakespeare in Old English and none of it's making sense.
I want to know what your boyfriend brings to the table, or what you expect him to bring to the table. Or even any man. Not like, we don't have to like focus on your guy. With just any what does a guy have to do?
Respectful.
Okay.
So looks don't play a role in the first part.
There you go. Just let her go.
Yeah, let her go.
Relax, buddy.
Let her go.
This was a really big moment for the podcast. They really went out of their comfort zone and brought a girl into the boys club in order to get deeper insight into females. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to really speak that much because the crew didn't really like when she'd talk. So like right away they just ask, what do you want in a guy? And she says respectful. The fucking room goes silent and one dude's like, so looks don't matter then, huh? Like, he gets so deeply offended off rip. All 3 of their minds were blown. She said respectful, and one guy just, his whole soul is crushed. Like, what about looks, huh? What about looks? Are you lying to me, you crazy fucking harpy, huh? You come onto my podcast, you old battle axe, and you're spreading fibs? No, respectful doesn't exist. Not even a real word, not a thing. Looks, that's all that matters. That's what I've read on the forums. Don't fucking lie to me again on my own show.
I say, if my wife lets herself go after I have kids with her, if I'm going to tell her once, if you don't get your shit together, I still want to be sexually attracted to my wife, my spouse. But if you
even
can't
girlfriends,
do that, girlfriend too, if you can't do that, I'm out.
All 3 of them are pretty dumb, but this guy right here is like the superstar imbecile. Every time he says something, it's the dumbest shit. He was the guy that immediately got offended when the girl mentioned the word respectful. It was like a fucking vampire getting hit with sunlight when he heard that. He just started like melting and like in pain. All he cares about is looks and pussy, from what I gather. That's his whole personality. And anything that challenges his belief that looks are the only thing that matter in the world, he takes great offense to. So this video they disabled comments on because they were getting clowned on ruthlessly. And, very un-alpha-like to be a coward and disable your comments. They're keeping the video up, and apparently they had a response to it, which they took down because they also kept getting clowned on with that. Can't confirm because I can't find it. Yeah, his whole point is super goofy. So my wife has kids with me, and then she stops getting hotter, and I don't find her hot anymore, and that's her fault. I give her one chance. If she doesn't fix herself, I'm out. Aging is cringe. So when my wife hits 40, I'm leaving her ass, and I'm going back to dating 18 and 19-year-olds.
I mentally checked out of my last relationship for so long.
But I don't want to say.
You broke up?
Yeah.
But
another
point. Goes the fucking show. Another point.
No, but
another
it doesn't
point.
say anything. No, it's not like anything bad. But
No,
it's
no,
like
not
after
you.
everything
Hold on,
I've
I'm
been
gonna let you
through.
finish your point. And I'll let you finish your point. Guys at home watching, if you're fucking, once you'll know when your girl's mentally checked out, and when she's mentally checked out, she'll entertain any dude. I'm not saying you. There's always exceptions to the rule. I'm saying they'll entertain dudes. They'll fucking even cheat on. They don't give a fuck because once when their mind's gone, the vagina still could be there. But once when the mind's gone, the heart's gone, they're done. There's no coming back from that. So like, you know.
Oh my god. He's absolutely right! Oh! He just blew the case wide open. I fucking love that this dude immediately interrupts her for the millionth time just to make like an absolute nonsense point. The vagina might still be there, but the heart's gone. The soul went to hell, and now she's cheating on you there. Right? And the Avengers music, oh, it just sounds so good. It's like he's making the most profound speech of all time. Like, hey, shut the fuck up real quick, lady. I know I asked you this question, but now I'm talking. Cue the orchestra. Hey, cheating and pussy. What's up with that? I genuinely just can't wrap my head around this whole crew here. I don't even know what he's thinking is going on right now. He thinks he's being so deep and profound and like this is somehow supposed to be inspirational, but it's not. It's not even close to anything at all.
No, I got this right here. Women preserve their value, men create it. Let me explain.
Exactly.
Guys care about a girl's past. A girl cares about a guy's future. Just like if your boyfriend.
I care about your past.
Hold up.
I have no doubt the three of them are pretty close to illiterate, but what that guy's saying right there is verbatim what all of the other YouTubers who are alpha males try and parrot. They all vomit that exact same line into each other's mouths, and just like Ouroboros, just keep eating each other's asses for all eternity. That whole men create value, women preserve it, guys care about a girl's past, girls only care about a guy's future. They treat each other like anime protagonists. It's literally r/I'm 14 and this is deep. This is literally sad Facebook statuses from 2010. It's very clear that this guy in particular was very deep into the whole pickup artist community or whatever, because this shit is the exact verbatim shit that they all said in their seminars. I've watched a lot of those on YouTube nights on stream because they're really fun to laugh at. And to a certain extent, I do feel bad for this guy because he got fed this so much that now he's adopted it as a truth and the cycle just continues.
Hot topic.
Very hot.
Girls cheat more than guys.
Oh, fuck yeah. Girls cheat more than motherfucking
I was
dudes.
waiting to say
Period.
that, bro.
Period. They're sneaky.
100%. It's my personal mentality because I'm better than everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not an NFL player. I haven't been to the moon. I'm still better than you.
That's how you gotta become. You gotta think you're the best before you are the best.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, everybody.
That's my personal mentality.
Yeah, he's not an NFL player. He's not a doctor. Hasn't been to the moon. Hasn't had a meaningful relationship. Hasn't been able to read an entire chapter from a Harry Potter book. But you know what? He has a podcast, so he is better than you, pussy. I feel like if I was an employee at the Best Buy they bought the Blue Yetis at, I would be overcome with guilt if I ever found this podcast and recognized them. I'd be like, fuck, I could have stopped this from happening. I could have been the hero if I just didn't sell them the Blue Yetis. It could have all been stopped before it even started.
Honestly, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but what's your take on fitness chicks?
Valid.
Like,
as fuck.
They're
superior to all women.
Top of the line.
Agreed.
Fitness chicks are superior to any woman.
They posted this themselves as one of their highlights. Like, this is one of their finest moments they were proud of. Just fucking imagine that mentality, that this conversation is like a moment you're like, yep, pretty proud of that one. I mean, to be fair, in their defense, they didn't fumble through sentences because there were no sentences here. It was just like individual words back and forth. Man calls it together like it's a goddamn city council meeting. Boys, gather around. Titties. What do we think? Do we like that? Valid. Milky. Top of the cream of the crop. Yes. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that if I actually did finish all 3 podcasts to completion, there would be a million more wild and wacky moments. but it's just so hard to sit through their podcast, so I haven't done that yet. So these were just some of the highlights that I found. These are the ones that were posted on their own TikTok, and as well as just a couple of moments that I skimmed through their podcast. And yeah, I just wanted to share this because this is just another very silly alpha male podcast. That's about it. So yeah. Hello and welcome to my Grease dojo. Most likely when you look at me, you see an alpha male, a very intimidating specimen that encapsulates everything it means to be a masculine man in today's climate. But, just like Qui-Gon Jinn says, there's always a bigger fish. Today I'm going to show you what a real alpha looks like. It looks like something straight off of a Greek god statue. It looks like something you'd only read about in the Bible. Basically what God wanted when he created men, but something went awry in the formula and we were left with only one true chosen alpha. And this alpha lives where all great men do, on TikTok. So join me as we take a look at the only alpha left in the world. Hopefully you're wearing pants you don't mind getting a little wet, panties you don't mind getting a little sodden, because you're going to need the disclaimer, because you're not dealing with just a man, you're dealing with the alpha.
My bitch got a body like Alba. What up, dog? I'm the alpha. So you better watch out, bruh. And that goes for anyone around us.
You beta male cuck, I bet you're shaking right now just even gazing upon the ethereal presence of the alpha. Oh, but wait, what's that, swag lord? You think you can Gangnam Style with his girl? Well, he's gonna repeat the message to you again. Since you clearly didn't understand the first time, you must have some kind of beta male force field that's blocking common sense and not recognizing threats when you see them. So, Alpha's gonna break it down for you again.
My bitch got a body like Alba. What up, dog? I'm the alpha. So you better watch out, bruh. And that goes for anyone around us.
He's beating your ass like a fucking drum, huh? You should have just listened to him the first time. He was very nice about it the first time, simply getting his girl away from you and informing you, hey, he's the alpha, so you better watch out, bruh. But then you came back, stepped on his toes again, and he had to beat the fuck out of you. Should have gotten the hint the first time. He shouldn't have to repeat himself. That's your fault. The reason you're spitting up blood right now in the emergency room with your butthole feeling a little sore, well, it's because you went near the alpha's girl. You should know better, and he warned you, and then he had to get a little aggressive.
Just cause I fuck you, that don't mean I trust you, I don't. You got some high hopes.
I don't know if this account is real or a joke, but I scrolled back to the inception of this dirty diaper of an account, and I didn't see any indication that they made it as like a satire account. From everything I can tell, he genuinely thinks he's the fucking alpha. And she pretends like she thinks he's the alpha. I don't know if I necessarily agree that he's like the ultimate alpha. I definitely think there's men that out-masculine this guy, such as like a Henry Cavill, but hey, maybe, this guy's a close second. If you have only ever seen men at a Reddit meetup, this guy could very well be the alpha of that group. So yeah, that's fair.
What the fuck?
I absolutely love this shit. I love his like fucking karate off camera and shit. Fucking, I'm the alpha. Getting him with like some side kicks and some of these boxing maneuvers like it's a Tekken game. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I don't know if he does it earnestly or not, and you know what, it doesn't fucking matter to me, because he's crushing it. My man's out here open up cans of whoop ass on TikTok. Any fucking tough guys talking shit about his girl or him in the comment section, he probably personally DMs them a picture of his fist and says, knuckle sandwich delivery, order up, bitch. Or maybe he just profusely apologizes that they didn't like the content. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't like it. That was actually quite mean though. Take it back.
Hello? Hey! How are you? No, I can't hang out with you today. I'm just gonna hang out with a few of my friends today. No, I don't have a boyfriend, so I hang out with my friends.
Who is this? I know you're afraid of the alpha. This guy hung up. This guy's soft. You're cheating on me with that? Somebody who can't even speak to the alpha? You can do a lot better than that.
It's a prank, babe.
This one honestly feels like something Alpha wouldn't want you to see, where his girl is not satisfied and she's calling him a friend right to his face because she just shows so little respect towards Alpha. And then Alpha shows that he doesn't have a whole lot of self-respect either. He takes the phone, he's like, "Who is this? You're cheating on me with this soft guy? You could do so much better. Let me give you the number of some hard guys." It's like he was gonna be like her fucking agent or something and start setting her up with guys that are better than him. Yeah, no, this Joker here, he's not better than the Alpha, but I do know guys that are, if you'd like me to set you up. Like, it just seems real weak here. It just feels like this prank, he shouldn't have posted it, because the whole thing, he's been oozing pure testosterone and masculinity throughout his entire TikTok career, but this one, he looks kinda soft.
When it rains and pours, she like the way
Good technique. Biker boy alpha male checking in now. This is when he's in his final form, his perfect cell evolution here. I would love to know the body count of this man. The amount of people he has beaten up off camera on TikTok is astounding. Half of the fucking videos on this page are him just throwing fucking haymakers right off a camera. I am wondering who the fuck is getting beat up over there and how many people. Because this guy's piling up corpses out here. There's just a lot to unpack with that one right there. And I don't think I need to. Just more good stuff, I guess, from Alpha. I was gonna put some makeup on myself with like a black eye, bruises and cuts all over my face, pretending like you just like beat me up or something, but it just wasn't worth the effort. Me doing that would be more effort than these two have ever put into anything they've ever fucking done on TikTok, and it just didn't seem worth it. But I do love the storyline here, the narrative they've constructed. So she was with Alpha, and then she got tired of Alpha. She said, you know what, I just want a beta male, a nice guy beta male. And then she turns to that guy, and it turns out he's trying to fucking kidnap her and strangle her. And then Alpha comes to the rescue, saves her, beats his ass, and then beats my ass. I was just watching.
Okay, baby, so then we're gonna go like this. 1, 2, and then we're gonna turn it, and then 1. Do you see that? Okay, stop. I can't even see your face.
Diana, what are you doing? Diana, stop.
Why are you calling me Diana?
Because that's your name.
No, but I like baby.
Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to hit you with the cold water. Most of the content I was showing you was Alpha's older content, where I believe he was more of a man. His recent, 10 posts are all about baby talk, and why baby talk is good. And you can see the dark spiral that's happening to the Alpha familia here on TikTok. I don't necessarily agree with the baby talk position being like an alpha thing, but I'm not like this, primordial alpha like he is, so I guess maybe I'm just not knowledgeable enough on the topic.
So I Googled it, and it said that baby voices are healthy. Don't be a meanie, don't hurting my feelings. So this is 4 reasons why baby talk is good. So come here, baby. So number 1 is you get attached. You get attached to your partner. Number 2 is it gets you what you want.
That's true. Number 3, when she does it, I just want to protect her. And number 4, I really like it. And whatever the alpha likes goes. If you don't like it,
Well, you can't argue with those points. Pretty bulletproof, watertight, and honestly, the only point that matters is that Alpha likes it, and if the Alpha likes it, then we're fucking idiots for not liking it. So, honestly, that's a problem for us, for people that don't like the baby talk. If the Alpha likes it, that means it is an objectively good thing. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. So yeah. The only thing more pathetic than a guy who calls himself an alpha male is a guy who calls himself an alpha male and then tries to sell advice to desperate, lonely men.
Hey guys, it's your boy Fresh Prince CEO, and today we're gonna talk about all my W's. Stay tuned for it.
I love intros like these. You get some like wacky wubby dubstep kind of shit going on there with a dumb intro. It is so nostalgic. Takes me right back to 2011. Anyway, this is the Fresh and Fit podcast. The entire purpose of this show is to bring women on to insult and belittle them to their face, while also preaching that men should have the right to cheat on their significant other as many times as they want, whereas their significant other isn't even allowed to look at other men. They have to go in public with like fucking horse blinders on, and if they even so much as glance at a dude, you need to kick them to the streets immediately because they're a fucking disgusting, worthless whore. It's a lot of horrible, abhorrent shit that they talk about, and I'm sure you've heard of them or seen them before because I've had so many viral clips over the last year of them getting dunked on by the guests they bring on. I'm pretty sure the two of them have a humiliation fetish, which is the reason they keep this show running. But they're also kind of like the Voldemort of YouTube, at least they were for a little bit. They used to copyright claim and copyright strike anyone that would make fun of them or joke about them, saying that it was damaging their brand or making them look silly. Even though they themselves are the clowns in their own circus, they're making themselves look fucking stupid. They never actually won any of their strikes or claims or anything like that. They all got overturned. But still just absolutely cowardly pussy behavior from people that claim to be alpha males. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about Fresh and Fit as a whole or the entire production of it. I want to focus on one video they posted in particular, one that I still think back on with a little wet spot in my trousers. It's one of the most delusional things I've ever seen from a YouTube channel. It's one of the hosts that is telling a story that is completely made up, just obviously fiction. He is literally making up fanfic on par with My Immortal in a way that makes him look like he constantly fucks. Even though I'm pretty convinced that the shorter guy here is a virgin, yet he still makes these crazy claims and stories like the one I'm about to show you.
All right, guys. So you heard my L's, marrying a single mom, getting left out in the cold, basically in the car, never came downstairs. But today we're gonna talk about my W in terms of having 3 women in one day.
Let me stop you right there. I already don't believe you. It's super hard to think that anything they say is real when they constantly make stupid fucking claims like this one.
Not to mention they've both shown themselves to be frauds time and time again.
You know, we're both triple-digit notch count. He's in the quadruples.
There is no reality in the entirety of the fucking multiverse where this man has slept with one woman, let alone over 1,000 of them. Doctor Strange could peer into an endless multiverse and never find one where this guy slept with 1,000 women. They just say a whole bunch of made-up bullshit constantly.
But I met this guy at a pool party. He's an NBA player. I won't say his name for some reasons, but you know, he's a pretty top-tier guy, high-value guy, right? I'm at the bar ordering drinks for my friends, and he says, "Yo, bro, what's a good spot to go party at tonight?" I told him, "Look, bro, you can go downtown, you can go to Brickell, Wynwood, doesn't really matter, but I'm going to downtown because it's a really good spot." And then he's like, "Yo, bro, are you on Instagram?"
And then he added me on Instagram, we became best friends, he got me a tryout with his NBA team, which I absolutely crushed, and became a starter on the squad, setting NBA world records. He invited me to Thanksgiving at his parents' house, I fucked his mom, and then the whole family clapped. That would be more believable than the story he's about to tell from here.
I was like, "Perfect, yeah, I am." So I give him my Instagram, and lo and behold, he followed me, he said, "Wait, you know this chick?" So he pulls up this girl's profile, because you can see who's following someone that you just added from like the following list. I was like, "Yeah, I know her, bro. I used to like do her back in the day." He's like, "Damn, that's my shorty want to come in town." So basically, we were smashing the same chick.
No, you weren't. The only thing you've been smashing is your meat into your hand, you liar. This story's already got more plot holes in it than Kingdom Hearts. Why would an NBA player go up to a random guy at a pool party to ask for a party later? He's clearly already connected. He found out about the pool party, so why would he go up to a complete stranger at a bar to ask for further advice on partying, and then going a step further to add him on Instagram? That just doesn't make any sense. Unless Fresh and Fit dropped to the floor and sucked his dick raw at the bar in front of everyone, why would this NBA player care to add him on Instagram? NBA players, celebrities, they don't follow like anybody at all, except for like actual close friends or business partners or something like that. So why would he add a complete stranger who he only asked one question to, "Where should I party?" And past that, why would he then check who this new guy was following? Hey, pardon me, I couldn't help but notice that this girl that I'm piping is being followed by you. Are you that creepy stalker she has a restraining order against? Or like, what's the deal there? Are you guys friends? Oh, you guys used to fuck too? Alright, fist bump. We just became best friends, let's go.
So he's like, "Yo, dude, you know what? I'm having a mansion party Like the next day, come through, I got you. All this time, you know, we linked up the same night at the party spot I was going to. We connected, and funny enough, we dated the same girls, like a bunch of them. It was crazy, you know. Like we always say, me and Myron, a lot of these girls share the same high value men, and they're around in the same circles, right?
You have the gall, the chutzpah, to sit here and insult not only the intelligence of your viewers, but insult God himself with the claim that you and the NBA player were having sex with the same women. Do you honestly expect anyone in the world to believe that? And then to have the audacity to make the claim that women go for the same high-value males? You are somehow putting yourself in the same ballpark as a fucking NBA player. You who runs one of the most laughed at podcasts on the internet since the My Little Pony fan club radio show. You think that you are a same level of high value male as an NBA player? Fucking mind-blowing.
I'm at his management party, right? There's like 40 girls and like 5 guys. In my head, I'm like, yo, real talk, this is crazy. Like, I've never been at a party where there's been this much girls compared to guys. So I'm like, yo, how's this gonna work? He says to me, yo, come through, bro. So he's like, yo, pick 3 that you want, and I got you. I was like, 3 that I want? Is it like a buffet? Shoot, I'll take it.
Bro, this does not sound like an NBA player. This sounds like human trafficking. Pick any 3 girls and I got you. That should be like setting off alarm bells in your head, I would think. What might have happened is some guy came up to him and lied like, yeah, I'm in the NBA, I'm also ex-Special Forces, over 500 confirmed kills, and I fuck on the daily. In fact, hourly. In fact, I'm gonna be late for a threesome right now. But yeah, anyway, just going back to fresh and fit lore here. So our boy is now at a mansion with 45 topless babes, big asses, sodden, dripping vaginas, and every single one of them has his name shaved into their pubic hair, I bet.
So I was like, yo, I like her, and her. He goes, talks to them, calls them over, and I kid you not, I got a bedroom for you over here, do your thing. I'm like, what the heck? Is it that easy? So what happened was, like, I talked to them real quick, they were mad cool, and legit, guys, I could have had a threesome with them, but I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I had no idea what was going on. I was like, yo, this is too much for me. But
far be it from me to question the math here, but it would have been a foursome, not a threesome. Unless, of course, the 3 girls fucked each other and then told you to just go far away from them, like hide in the bathroom or something, which I imagine would have happened. Also, he speaks fondly of this event, but I imagine this was one of the worst days of all 3 of those women's lives. Assuming, of course, this story is real, which it's not, I'm just suspending disbelief for a moment. Obviously, he is literally making this shit up as he goes along.
What happened was, I did my thing with one of them, came back outside, hopped in the shower real quick, talked to the other one, went back in the room later on. So basically, I had 3 girls in one night. It sounds crazy, guys, but there's a whole nother world outside of the regular dating circle where guys of high value can actually like set up certain things that regular guys can't.
What an incredible story. I can't wait for the sequel. Fresh and fit in the goblet of fucking. I don't even understand the title of this video anymore. It's Pull Girls Easily, but doesn't seem like there was anything easy about this. He met someone that claimed to be an NBA player that invited him to a mansion and then assigned 3 women to fuck him. Like, that's not exactly a lesson that can translate to most people. Of course, it's all made up and shit, but the takeaway here is basically nothing. It's a fucking nothing burger. It's this guy trying to make himself look cool and embarrassing himself.
So, translate that into like my own lifestyle. Now from Instagram, I say, you know what? I can have 3 in one day. Why can't I do it myself? Learning from Deals on Demand that you guys are gonna learn if you bought the course. We're gonna re-release it soon, coming up maybe like next month. That whole setup there can be done for yourself through Instagram or dating apps.
How is me buying your course going to help me fuck 3 times in one day? Is the course just that NBA player's phone number for his mansion of sex? Like, there's just nothing you can really teach from this story you've told here. Nothing translates. There's no lesson. You picked 3 girls that a guy then instructed to have sex with you. And it never happened in the first place, and I hate that I keep suspending disbelief for even a fraction of a second to entertain the idea that this happened in reality, when we all know it didn't. But even still, what is the takeaway? There is nothing that happened in this whole video that could help some lonely guy at all.
You can take L's all your life, you can take W's, but the point here is that like, you can have whatever you want in this life. You made that choice. So for me, I was at a point where 3 a day was easily done through Instagram, And that's what I did.
But even in this fantasy, that's not what you did. You didn't set up 3 girls in one day through Instagram or anything like that. A guy did it for you. He fucking told them to have sex with you. You didn't talk to them through Instagram, you didn't get to know them or anything like that. Even in their own stories, they can't help but just treat women like objects. Like, yeah, he gave me 3 women to fuck. And that's why I'm the king of Instagram dating. Like, what are you talking about? It's so fucking wild. It's incredibly embarrassing. I don't know how they can post things like this and not feel any amount of shame. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about this one, and that's about it. So yeah. Online gurus are out of control. It's actual lunacy right now. Last month I was making fun of that goober who was saying things like, if you walk into a coffee shop and don't receive a round of applause and oohs and ahs from everyone there as they crowd surf you to the front of the line to receive a free coffee, it means you're ugly. Unlovable ugliness that you have is making everyone around you miserable and you'll never find true love. This is a normal experience every beautiful person has. It's just the wackiest shit ever. And today I just learned about a new weirdo who's making claims that if you don't sit down on a bench properly, it means people don't take you seriously. So he's trying to educate people on like proper sitting techniques as well as how to carry a folder like a man and how to have your coffee cup serve you.
Brother, you have to be present with anything that you do. Simply taking a seat. If you're not paying attention, you start looking around and drop it. That's gonna take away from your first impression. Lowers your status. And people around you, not gonna take you seriously. Move with purpose. So know already where you're gonna land, where you're gonna take a seat, and make it look effortless. Like an expert, not like a dog that's trying to take a dump.
Yeah, all those sitting experts, you want to emulate them. I feel like as long as you get those cheeks on the target, you've fundamentally become an expert at sitting. I don't think there's like ranked or professional levels of popping a squat, you know what I mean? But like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, there are so many people like this guy who just overcomplicate the most basic human activities and put so much emphasis on it to an absurd degree where they're claiming like this is going to ruin your first impression and lower your status. It's going to knock you down a few elo on the chair sitting competitive circuit. No one thinks like that. Absolutely nobody. This is unhinged behavior. No one's going to see you sit on a bench and be like, well, I calculated his intent there and I don't think he hit the landing mark he was aiming for. So I can't trust this guy and I now view him very differently. He is lesser to me now because he sat in a less than perfect manner. He is clearly not an expert when it comes to sitting on a bench. It must be fucking miserable to be the neurons in this guy's brain because he's activating them to like optimum levels just to figure out how he wants to sit on a bench. Alright, I have to account for wind speed here. I need to make sure left cheek gets approximately 15 centimeters away from the fucking armrest. Oh my god, it's coming! We're running out of time! We're going in for landing! Oh, I stumbled, everyone hates me.
Sure you don't ruin your first impression taking a drink from your favorite latte. How about you do this? Stop serving the cup. Drink it like a man. How did it look?
It looked robotic. Looks like Detroit Become Human. This guy's voice sounds like AI as well. What do you mean, stop serving the cup? You just drank coffee. Can you imagine a world, the world this guy lives in, where if he like accidentally leans forward a little too much to drink the coffee, he starts like looking around frantically, expecting the entire establishment to just go, ew, did he just serve the coffee cup instead of letting it serve him? Oh my god, what a subhuman beta male. He didn't drink that shit like a man at all. Brother, you're drinking coffee. Nobody gives a fuck if you lean over to drink the coffee slightly, or if you're standing upright like you're setting a screen in basketball and then bring the coffee cup up to yourself. No one cares.
You ever wonder what it looks like from the side when you take a seat at the dinner table? Most of you will be leaning over the chair, pulling it over, then coming in and make it look effortless. Make that chair serve you. How does it look?
It looks like an Oblivion NPC. I've made that comparison like 3 times over the last month, but we are devolving to a point where people are emulating the behavior of the NPCs in fucking Elder Scrolls. That guy is actually going through the same animation they do when they sit down at a bar. What the fuck? It's so weird. That's like his catchphrase, make whatever serve you, which is just a straight up nothing statement. That's like me saying, I've been thinking, and now I just had a thought. Like, there's no substance to that. It's a fucking chair. No matter how you use it, it is serving you regardless. It always ends up the same. Your asshole planted on the chair. It is serving you no matter how you get there. The only time the chair wouldn't serve you is when you don't end up sitting on it. That's the only circumstance where that's a possibility. There is no universe that exists where you end up serving the chair. Unless you put a chair on top of another one and then never sit on it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. None of this does. Like, he gives these tutorials on shit like sitting down.
Here I am, grabbing it like an 8 and coming to business meeting. Make sure not to use underhand grip when carrying the folder. Making it all about the folder, but not about yourself. You grab the folder, approaching the business meeting, in this manner. How does it look?
This one makes a lot of sense. You could lose your job over the way you handle your folders there. I can already picture it now, getting called into the big guy's office. Hey, listen, Charles, we loved having you at this company, but I saw you walking down the hall just a moment ago. It was very clear you were making it all about the folder. We're gonna have to let you go. Thank you for your great work over the years, but we can't have that. You need to be the one serving the folder. We won't have this company infiltrated by you vermin, you cretins, that treat the folder like the center of attention. You gotta grip it like a man. And you're clearly not a man. So goodbye. And good riddance. To be honest, the more I watch, the more I start to understand. I've been looking at things a little differently in my room, starting to take notice of what I've been serving as opposed to the other way around. And the most obvious culprit is my mic. I've been the one serving my mic. I'm speaking to it. It's not speaking to me. So I'm going to change that right now. I'm going to let it serve me. How did it look? What a sad, lonely existence this must be. To be in this man's skin, walk a mile in his shoes, where he's self-conscious and insecure about how he slides into a booth. Oh, dear heavens, Lord have mercy. Imagine going to eat with this guy and he's like, everyone fucking stop, wait. We have to be careful with how we enter this booth. We don't want our status to get lowered. So follow my lead. Just like this. Careful. All right, now you go. No! You didn't bend your knees enough. You were going to slide in here and serve the booth instead of the other way around. Do it again. I won't have you embarrass me.
Fully aware and present, and making any space that we're in serve us. If we're about to take a seat on a bench, we don't want to take too little of space. Don't do it like that. Just don't. Why would other want to notice me if I'm trying to hide?
I just love the way this one starts, where he's kind of like hyping up what he's about to do, which is just sitting down. Like the most normal human instinct ever, just sitting down, taking a load off. And he's like, all right, we're about to do this. This is high stakes. You don't want to do it like this, where you're hiding away, because who want to notice you when you're hiding? And then his big eureka revelation was, spread your legs out a little bit. Or, check this out. The real alpha male move is to just sit the fuck down and not give a shit. I would say that's far more alpha than thinking through every single minute detail of how you're about to sit down, turning this normal activity that every human being does into this massive song and dance with multiple steps that you go through. But, you know, I maybe I sound crazy.
First, I don't lean over it. Actually use my whole body. When I'm trying to shift, I'm not putting my head there and then moving. The proper way to do it, get up, shift the whole body with your head, continue the movement. And it's pathetic if you drop some and you stop looking and acting frustrated.
This is big. This one's actually very important. When you drop something, there are proper mechanics you must demonstrate when picking it up. Otherwise, people are going to look at you weird. People aren't going to respect you anymore. Someone's going to see you drop your suitcase, and then everyone's on bated breath, walking on fucking eggshells. What's going to happen next? How is he going to pick it up? Is he going to pick it up like a bitch? Or is he going to pick it up like a man? This shit is just so dumb. It's unbelievable. And I'm pretty confident there are people that see this and are like, oh, great advice. I'm going to need to work on my picking up dropped suitcases game. I'm going to need to work on how I sit down. Maybe that's why I've been so agonizingly lonely. People have noticed that I'm not sitting properly. And honestly, I remember when I went to the bar last week to watch the big game, I slid into the booth. Well, yikes. What was I thinking? That wasn't Sigma. Now I know. Now I can fix it. That'll turn everything around. Like, it's not even good advice. Like, it's not even, like, there's no merit to it at all. Oh shit, I accidentally served my coffee cup instead of having it serve me. Damn, what was I thinking? I just had to make fun of it, man. It's just so it's so absurd. That's about it. So yeah. There is no demographic more lucrative than insecure, lonely men, desperate to prove that they can be the alpha male they were destined to become. So we've been seeing a lot of these alpha male boot camps spring up rapidly like weeds in a garden, and I've already covered one of these programs extensively. However, I just found a new one that is equally as embarrassing that I have to just point, laugh, and shoot spitballs at. This is the Unbreakable Man experience.
I'm strong. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward. I'm a man. Forward. I am. Move I am a man. I am a man. I am a man.
Just to dispel the rumors, that's not me in the video. I know he's got long hair, a beard, and a white t-shirt, but there's millions of people on the planet that dress like a cartoon character like I do. It's not me, I swear. If I wanted to run around screaming I am a man, I'd be doing it with Matt right now in the back of a Walmart parking lot, not in the middle of a abandoned CrossFit.
Move forward! I am a man! Move forward! I am a man! Move forward! I am a man! No!
Oh, you can feel the catharsis wash over him here. In fact, I'm getting an experience myself just watching him have this release. Now you might be asking yourself, why is this goober binging with Babish down a dirt road screaming I am a man in his face? And it's pretty clear, you're a beta cuck. You don't get it. You don't understand what testosterone does in a man's body when it's latent and not able to be harnessed and utilized. This is the power that you can expect when you just fully let go. It's like a Saiyan going Super Saiyan for the first time. Like, the earth around him is shaking. Luckily, they had a gimbal, which kept the camera steady. But if you were there, you were probably registering an earthquake on the fucking Richter scale with this guy having this kind of release. As the caption says, this is a man overcoming his fear and asserting his power. Dropping the sarcasm for a moment, I'm extremely curious what fear this guy had. A fear of bald people? Like, what did he overcome here? A fear of yelling, perhaps? Has he never played Xbox Live? It's pretty much nothing but yelling. I'm sure he's yelled in his life. Like, what fear did he overcome here? And also, what power was he asserting? He was just yelling in your face because you told him to. He's following orders. He's not even asserting himself. He's being subservient to you. And he also paid thousands of dollars to be here. So he's also been financially butt-fucked by you. You have dominated this man. You've got him on a leash. This is the furthest thing from being assertive I have ever seen. So what in tarnation did he actually overcome in this exercise? Like, if he has a fucking flight phobia, like I do, he didn't do anything to conquer that. He's still gonna be afraid of planes. Like, nothing happened. All he did was yell in your face. Like, you're giving him this delusion of accomplishing something.
There. 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 There.
The caption on the video was correct, though. You won't believe what happens at the end. The two share a passionate kiss and make love by candleside. So he's now in this like refractory period, I suppose, where he's overexerted himself. He is overrun with emotion because he allowed himself to let go and assert himself. So yeah, now he's on cooldown. He blew his load. He used his ultimate, so now it's recharging, and he's being coddled by the instructor. When a man taps into his power, a grieving process happens. This is a natural release of the old self. And the new self is 10 times more pathetic and 5 times as broke, since you're thousands of dollars in the shitter for this worthless experience, this worthless 3-day camp that you've attended here. Honestly, grieving in this situation does make sense though, because you've wasted thousands of dollars now in this position, and it's all caught on video too with this embarrassing moment. Like, this is undoubtedly something that you're going to be getting red in the face over for years to come when you reflect on it. And what a pseudo-intellectual statement that when a man taps into his natural power, a grieving process happens? In what universe? Ugh, I'm too powerful. The world wasn't ready. My natural power. It's overwhelming to mere mortals. I shed tears for them. Now they'll have to be in the presence of the alpha male. I've awakened.
There. There you are, child. There you are.
Now that is how you do marketing right there. That's a masterclass in advertising. You're telling me if I sign up for the Unbreakable Man experience right now, I get the privilege of getting to shed tears and moan into a grown man's chest in the middle of a dirt road while he nibbles on my man bun? What? I'm ready. I'm out the door. I've got the credit card and all the wacky numbers on the back ready to give it to you. And what's that? It's only $3,500 or 3 easy payments of $1,250? I'm losing money not signing up for the Unbreakable Man experience. Now, before diving into why I might want to sign up for the Unbreakable Man, I do want to say that I recognize that yelling and screaming and just like going hog wild does make you feel better sometimes. Like having that big release is actually sometimes pretty helpful to just dump emotions out there. But the beauty is, I can do that for free. Everybody can. I would never pay $3,500 to have a self-proclaimed guru tell me to hoot and holler at this boys' summer camp for the band club. Why in the fucking world would you be paying for that? It's such an unbelievable waste of money that's preying on the gullible people that are desperate to have something in their lives turn around to improve their situation, not realizing that they're only falling deeper and deeper into a bad path. They're being led by scammers who are just taking money out of their piggy bank and getting nothing of value in return for it. It's fucking sad. Like, I do legitimately feel bad for the people that attend these courses. They're not in a good spot, and they just want something better for themselves, and they buy into this brainwashing from these absolute fucking heathens that are telling them that this is the way. This will unlock your true potential. This is how you become an alpha. Right now, you're a bitch, but with me suckling on my bosom and giving me doubloons, I can change that for you. And they're so desperate that they do it. It sucks. Like, it really does make me feel bad for these individuals. You know, maybe I'm being a little too harsh on the Unbreakable Man. Look how effective this sounds. It gives you the step-by-step process to take command of your inner world. So it's going to give you a fucking domain expansion, I guess. Optimize your mind-body emotions. Eliminate negative beliefs with the Mindset Mastery formula. Take decisive action in life with the Clarity formula. So many formulas here, Plankton's head would be spinning. Get results you want in life using our gamification process. Though gamification would be pretty hype if they just start turning you into the fucking Hulk or something, blasting you with gamma rays. And reclaim your authentic self by teaching you how to tap into your masculine nature. Important. What I'm about to tell you next is vital to your success. You can't do this alone. Caps locked. That language right there is extremely manipulative. You can't do this alone. It's trying to convince whoever is somewhat on the fence about this that no matter what they do, you can't handle your problems without them. And you can't have access to them, the people that can solve your problems, these gurus, without paying them. It's your only option, because you can't do it alone. It's trying to get them to feed off of them immediately, so that way they're not independent. It's aiming to take away the men's individuality so they just buy into the herd like sheep, so that way they can only rely on the Unbreakable Man Network and the ghouls that run it. So that way you can keep being exploited for more money and hosed down the line for it. But check out these cool perks you get. Access to the online Brotherhood portal. Jeez, man, that sounds really familiar. It's almost like every single one of these scams offers that exact same fucking thing. That's odd. That's so odd. But you get 3-month access to the exclusive online network. You don't even get it for life, by the way. You just get fucking 3 months of it. That's like an extremely expensive subscription plan there. And then you get the Unbreakable Man training system. And of course, on-demand support from high-value men in the online Brotherhood. Pay thousands of dollars and get access to a couple of YouTube videos and maybe a Zoom meeting, maybe even like a Discord group. Holy shit. Now that is bang for your buck. What an unbreakable man you'll become with all of those videos in the palm of your hands.
In the heart of every man there is a calling. This is a calling to serve a purpose greater than himself.
Yeah, and that purpose is to give all of your money to these scammers. That's the only purpose you serve in their eyes. That's all you're good for to these people. Just a fucking coin block to be hitting Mario for them.
For millennia, men would go through a process of initiation to uncover their purpose, step into their power, and unlock their potential.
The only potential you unlock from one of these alpha male boot camps is the potential to be a shameless pay piggy and just forking over money for mumbo jumbo nonsense. I promise you will never find a purpose while attending one of these. Paying thousands of dollars for some Discord servers and a 3-day vacation is not going to do anything to improve your life. You're just going to be in a worse place than when you started. You're going to have less money and more shame.
Recently, a modernized rite of passage has been created known as the Unbreakable Man experience. This is a process to reclaim your soul as a man.
If you pay for these types of courses, you don't have a soul anymore. Your soul is theirs, like Shang Tsung. For $3,500, 3,500 clams, you can hire a personal trainer. You can hire a nutritionist. You can hire a therapist. You can actually hire real specialists, real professionals to actually help you make improvements in your life and change things and make things better for yourself, as opposed to giving $3,500 for a 3-day camp where you just go and take an ice bath and push a bald man down a dirt road. You're not getting anything out of that experience. You could use that money for so much more and actually make your life better. But instead, people are just getting brainwashed into this dog shit. It's sad, because like I said, people have started to notice that the most lucrative demographic right now is lonely, desperate men. So they're taking advantage of that every chance they get to exploit it. So yeah, just wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's it. So yeah. For decades now, nay, for centuries, men have always wondered, how do you respond when an alpha male insults you? A question that has plagued the minds of the masculine brain for too long, and today I found the answers on a pickup artist forum page. Now, most of you know, I love pickup artistry. I think it is the most pure cringe. It's like a new element for the periodic table of just like this condensed cringe that is truly just a unique blend of delusion, patheticness, desperation, and loneliness, all rolled into one fine joint that I love to smoke. So if you don't know what pickup artists are, it's men that read these guides, buy these courses on how to pick up women in the field. So in real life, how to approach women with pickup lines and get laid. And it has pretty much a 0% success rate for the majority of pickup artists, which makes it so fun. And it's of course extremely creepy, but it's hard not to laugh at it. Now, what we're going to be talking about today is a post that I was made aware of from 2010 on a big pickup artist forums site. And it's all about how to respond when an alpha male insults you. This is vintage cringe. List down insults you have heard and we'll find cool answers to them so you're prepared when alpha males try to make fun of you. Like this. Insult. Why do you smell funny? Answer. It's called soap. Don't think you've ever smelt it before. And then in parentheses, this is your like indicator. You don't want to say this out loud. This is just notes for you. Make a big smile and tongue mouth. I don't know what that tongue mouth means. Like, do you stick your tongue in his mouth so you just fucking French kiss him? Why do you smell funny? It's called soap. And you just like get in there. Like, I don't know what tongue mouth means. Maybe that's like early mewing. This may have been mewing before it was cool. I'm not sure. But yeah, basically you say it's called soap, and then you hit him with none of these, and then like that, I guess. Now, I'm not exactly an alpha male, but I imagine that you'd probably get your ass beat if you did that, because it'd be creepy. It'd probably be ruled self-defense because you came at him with that, like, psychopath energy with that response. Now, it's written like a fourth grader came up with this. Why do you smell funny? What kind of adult would ever say that to somebody, to be honest? They'd probably just say, like, you stink or you smell like shit, not, why do you smell funny? But you want to know what's wild is I know it's not a child that wrote this, because all of these pickup artists back in their heyday were like early to mid 20s, sometimes early 30s. So this is a grown adult that came up with this. Dude's just stewing in his swamp ass in his room, coming up with these imaginary scenarios with insults, and then like theory crafting the optimal response to it. And he comes up with this zinger. It's called soap. God, that's lame. He was probably one of the lead writers on the new Saints Row game. That's that quality of writing. Continuing forward, insult. Wow, what an ugly t-shirt. Answer. Yeah, that can be fixed, but your face can't. Bang, bang. And then everyone that's in the vicinity just starts clapping, going, ooh. A male tries to make fun of you by saying something like, oh, you're so cool, or you look like insert funny man, creature, whatever. Good answers could be, I wish I could get even half as funny as you one day, and then ignore him. Or, aw, look at him trying to be funny. And now he takes his bow saying, bring him on, welcoming the rest of the pickup artist community to contribute some of their own insults and answers. These are pretty powerful, so I hope you've got your pen and paper out to be taking notes on these in case you ever need to unleash them. I don't know where these insults are coming from. Like, these aren't insults I think anyone has said for the last 50 years to another human being. What kind of alpha male is going to say, wow, what an ugly t-shirt? I can't picture Chad Fuckhammer out of the blue walking down the street, seeing a pickup artist and being like, wow, what an ugly t-shirt. No, who does that? Where? In what fantasy? Like, I just really don't think this is happening. There's not like this secret war between the alpha chads and the pickup artists. But even in this fantasy land, the pickup artists are making themselves the losers there too. with the chads saying your shirt's ugly, or you look like weird creature, or whatever. Like, it is actually sad, and I've said this before. Pickup artistry used to be a huge movement. Luckily, it's died out very much over the last few years. But back in the 2010s, so many young men bought into it, bought courses and all kinds of guides and shit. It was like the early looks maxing, but for getting laid through the worst advice and the creepiest lines you could ever possibly imagine. So I have no doubt that this guy here is one of those individuals that really, like, bought into it hook, line, and sinker. And hopefully, 14 years later, they have realized that that was just a cringy period of their life and they have grown from it. That's what I'm praying for. Now, the rest of the comments don't really play into, like, here's an insult, here's an answer. They're mainly saying, like, if an alpha male insults you, just brush it off. You're better without that kind of stress anyway. But there are a couple that do give you some kind of insult and comeback, like this post. I agree with the others. You shouldn't feel the need to rage/give a comeback. Answer to the others, not him. If you have to, I would playfully correct the "you're fat" response. Again, what I'm reading here feels like it's out of like an old cartoon or something, with like a cartoonishly douchey bully that just all the time is shoving the main character into the locker saying, your shirt's ugly, fatso, or whatever. Get out of the hallway, stupid face. So that's the kind of energy here. I don't think any of this is happening to any of the posters. Hopefully not. I hope they're not getting bullied like this, and that's what's like the catalyst to these posts. But anyway, insult, you're fat, or whatever. Comeback, playfully, haha, well, you're ugly. I can lose weight. Small pause where you look serious, then break into a playful smile and loosen up. It's like stage directions in theater class. Maybe they're all like classically trained thespians, perhaps. I'm not really sure, but this is so interesting. Like, imagine you're trying to like recall these steps if someone says you're fat and you're like, you're ugly, I can lose weight. Oh, I forgot the small pause. Okay, then break out into a small playful smile, loosen up. No, just kidding, dude. You're great. pat on the shoulder to lower his social value, then turn to the group like nothing happened. How does patting someone on the shoulder lower their social value? Do you have the cheese touch? You just reach over, pat him on the shoulder, and he's like, no! My social value, no! Like, starts melting. I don't get what this means. Like, this whole scenario is very peculiar. So it's in a group setting, and someone in the group just points to you and says, you're fat? Who would do that? The group must hate that person. They must not be like a friend to the group. I couldn't really understand what this one meant, but I really like the way that it's worded. So it's quoting some other post in here. However, if a target insults you, it's always beneficial to be witty in a cocky/funny way. I like how they refer to the alpha male as a target, making it seem like it's an assassination mission or something, like this, like you're Agent 47. And this pickup artist, quote, responds to that message saying, unless it's a shit test, then you win by pretending you didn't hear. Where am I? Pardon? I'm gonna need some more clarification. What does that mean? Unless it's a shit test, then you win by pretending you didn't hear. Is that a euphemism? Like, what am I missing out on? A shit test? You're submitting stool samples now? Or maybe, like, unless you're in a public restroom and you're shitting, and then the only way you win is by pretending you don't hear the person shitting. What does it mean? Am I overthinking it? I don't understand. I sat here racking my brain for at least 10 minutes trying to figure out what the fuck that could possibly mean, and I've got nothing. So putting this entire riddle together, however, if a target insults you, it's always beneficial to be witty in a cocky/funny way. Unless it's a shit test, then you win by pretending you didn't hear. Initially, I thought maybe it was some kind of War Games reference, the only winning move is not to play, but that doesn't really fit because what is the shit test in that equation? Are we talking about actual poop? Like real feces poop? Like I don't know. I don't know what it means. I can't implement this one. The alpha males are going to eat me alive. I can't follow these directions. You know what else I can't follow? Is this fanfic. This is the most outrageous nonsense story ever constructed. This is in the same forum post about like the insults and the comebacks. They're giving an anecdote here. I was in the field today with a friend of mine because he's a pickup artist soldier on the front lines. We were sitting and these two girls are staring at us. After finishing my milkshake, we went over there. My friend said, "Hey, what do you think of my friend?" Me. "I know, totally wrong approach, but you can always try." Sunglass emoji. Then she said, "He is ugly." My response, "I'm sorry, I don't think that it isn't going to work out between us because you are too arrogant." When their jaws finally touched the ground, we walked away. Evil emoji. Mwahaha. I never talked to such a bitch, but I still wonder why they were looking the whole time. Of every story ever told, that's definitely one of them. What a lot to process. So they were drinking milkshakes, and there were some girls staring at them, so they go over and say, "What do you think of my friend?" And they say, "He's ugly." So he says that it won't work out between them because she's too arrogant, and for some reason that put their jaws on the floor in shock. So then they walked away, doing an evil Joker laugh, mwahahaha, like Mandark from Dexter's Lab. Pretty cool story with a very strong positive message buried deep within there somewhere, I'm sure. Hopefully this has been helpful to those of you out there that are being preyed upon by the alpha males. Hopefully this gives you the tools to fight back with witty comebacks. That's about it. See ya. About 6 months ago, I made a video making fun of something called the Modern Day Night Project, which is an $18,000 program where you pay for a 3-day course where you just roleplay as a G.I. Joe alpha male. There's very few things that separate this program from the LARPers that run around pretending they're wizards shooting imaginary spells. The main difference is that group that's casting imaginary magic missiles and swinging swords in a forest, they're having fun, and that's free. Whereas this expensive pile of dog shit is not fun, it's not free, and they're also trying to convince you that it's not make-believe. At least the LARPers know they're playing pretend. Here, They're trying to brainwash these gullible, insecure men into believing that they're actually getting taught valuable lessons on how to be a successful man, leader, and business guru, even claiming that you can start earning 7, 8, or even 9 figures of income after taking this course. Like, one of their main selling points is, yeah, $18,000 is a lot, but in the long run, it's costing you a lot more being a weak bitch. So give us 18 grand. And what you do is you go out there, you spend 3 days in like a fucking parking lot where they just yell at you, spit in your face, and spray you with a hose. So it's not even like you spend 3 days getting any kind of valuable tools or learning anything. It's not like you're learning how to, get in shape, get muscular, or do anything of value. It's just going out there and being uncomfortable for 3 days. And for some reason, they're convinced that that's a good thing. You can also spend 3 days just getting punched in the face by me, and that would make you uncomfortable too. But it's not going to make you any stronger. It's not going to make you any better at anything. You're still going to be a fucking loser at the end of those 3 days, even though you spent 3 days in misery. It's worthless. It's completely worthless, and they need to break out of this goddamn mind control that these men have fallen under for this. And they really like to harp on that mastermind program where you get to have like a fucking Skype call with them once every quarter or whatever, as if somehow that's going to make you successful. A nice little cherry on top of the shit cake they're selling you that you're eating with a smile on your face. But anyway, the reason I'm talking about MDK Project again is because some clips of it are going viral, and I like to take every opportunity I can to insult this because I truly think that if you are someone that's running this scam or someone that has gone to this and are trying to defend it, you deserve to be made fun of every waking hour that you spend on this planet for this kind of clownery. This is ridiculously embarrassing cringe shit.
Stupid. Are you that stupid? Here's why we're stupid. Here's why. Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Get the fuck off of me. Get the fuck off of me. I'm not you little bitch. I'm not touching you. Fucking bitch. All of you get in the fucking tubs. Get in the tubs. Every one of you. So hey, what are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? Sir, every one of you get in the tubs. Get in the tubs. Get in the tubs. Shut up. There is no respect. Get in the tubs. You are going home. Oh, no, you're not. Sit down. You're not going in the fucking water. They're all going in the water. They're all going in the water. You're fucking done. You're fucking done.
I wasn't kidding about that parking lot statement. They set up these adorable, cute little ice baths in their warehouse parking lot. They got the Rob Dyrdek Fantasy Factory built here for the MDK project, but only if that fantasy is just yelling at a bunch of dudes that are really desperate for a change in their life and you're just exploiting that. So only if your fantasy is being just an evil, manipulative con artist. They actually posted this clip themselves, and there's really a lot to unpack here. So the big thing really feels like they love to power trip and just have this authority over these dudes here. And the second any one of them doesn't fall in line and conform to the hive mind groupthink, they're cast out. That is such a perfect encapsulation of this entire program. They just want you to fall in line and be their little sheep. Yet they're trying to preach the opposite. You're a sheep, and the only way to break out is by giving us 18 grand. We'll give you the tools to break out. But then the second you stop following my orders, you're fucking out of here and we're keeping your 18 grand. It's painfully obvious that it's just a different hive mind they want you to buy into. They want you suckling from their gynecomastia-riddled bosom here from all of the anabolic steroids they're injecting, taking their milk from their teat, no one else's, and you're paying for that privilege. Now, I don't know the whole context around what led up to this clip, but it seems like none of the clients in this session wanted to do this portion. So the instructor throws in the backpack, and the guy goes to, like, get his things, and then the instructor starts fighting him in this really stupid tug-of-war, and he's like, I'm not touching you! Stop touching me! I'm not touching you! Stop touching me! Stop touching me! I'm not touching you! So they have this, like, back and forth. And then one of the other guys is like, with all due respect, he's probably trying to make an argument for why it's fucking dumb for them to go into the ice bath. Maybe they should do something more productive with that time. And then he just keeps throwing up a big stink. Stop it! You're touching me! You're touching me! You're fucking touching me! Blowing a gasket. And he's like, you're out of here! You're out of here, bub! You're not going in the water! They're going in the water! They're gonna be alpha males when they get in that water. It's like a fucking baptism! So get out! You're not welcome! One other common theme that seems present throughout all of the MDK project clips is that the instructors themselves seem like the most sensitive and insecure out of everyone that attends their classes. And it's pretty evident because on their own YouTube channel, they even have videos of them just whining about the hate they get. They have this little fucking therapy session where the two goobers sit across from each other just trying to like suck each other off about like, no, we're not wrong. Everyone else is wrong. It's actually super embarrassing that you'd even make fun of us. Yeah, nothing says alpha male quite like someone breaking down and finally addressing the haters. Unbothered titans of testosterone here.
Around.
look at each other. Look to your left and to your right. More than 60% of you will not be here fucking Friday. I guarantee it. And I'll make sure of it. I'll make sure that you earn the right to be here every fucking second. Because I see in your fucking eyes that most of you don't fucking belong here. And I'll be dead. I'll take this fucking knife off my fucking waist and carve this fucking tattoo off my fucking hand before I let any of you fucking bitches show up here on Friday for the graduation. I see it in your fucking eyes already. Your fucking souls are mine.
Your souls are mine? Calm down there, HGH Shang Tsung. My God, it just when you thought it couldn't get more cringe. So this is like this is how he motivationally speaks to the class. This is like his idea of what a strong leader is. Someone that's just whining and screaming and shouting and is just unhinged, a loose cannon. When he pulled that knife out, I thought he was going to go up and start, like, threatening them. I'll carve your fucking scalps off with this knife if you don't start getting in the ice baths and letting me spray you with a hose more often. That's a big thing that I like to do, is spray them with a hose. I showed a ton of those clips last time. I won't bother again. That's, like, the main thing. That's basically, if you want to sign up for the MDK project, there is one client I think could benefit. Anyone that happens to be hunted down by hoses. Like, if you're constantly harassed by getting sprayed in the face by a hose, this might be the class to take, because you're going to be immune to it by the end of it, because that's like all you do here for 3 fucking days. But anyway, he's got his knife out, he's waving it around, he's slamming it like a toddler having a temper tantrum over nothing here, then says he's going to carve off the thing on his skin, which I'm assuming is the MDK logo. They have their own little cute logo. I'll carve this off of my skin. It's like, oh no. Okay. Why would you do that? I guess. That's a weird threat to be making. It seems like you just kind of want to hurt yourself. Alright, it's a little alarming. I don't really want any part of that type deal. But this is also something he does for most of his classes. There's a few clips of him saying that exact same thing. He really likes to threaten that he's going to carve out his own skin.
60% you will not be here on Friday. I will make sure of it. You will earn the fucking right to be here on fucking Friday night. I will cut this fucking thing off my head before I let anyone you little make it to that dinner table that don't fucking deserve the right to be here. I'll fucking make sure of it. I'm waiting out the bitches.
This one made me kind of sad, because look at the 2 gentlemen in the front row. They're no spring chickens. They have to be late 50s, early 60s, if not older. Why on God's green earth would you be paying $18,000, taking it out of your grandchildren's college fund, to spend it to be here getting sprayed with a hose and yelled at by a man who keeps threatening to cut his hand?
Hey, get to the pit! Get to the fucking pit! Move! You stupid!
This isn't even a popular clip from them or anything, but it's one that I saw that I think is a great example of this guy's mentality. He's actually like a child with a sugar rush. He's just slamming a chair against a dumpster. Move! Get to the pit! Get to the pit! Like, you could just tell them, what does slamming the chair against the dumpster do? You're just making noise for the sake of making noise. It's like a child with like 2 garbage can lids banging them together. What the fuck? This is your instructor. He can't control, like, his excitement from all the sugar in his body, I guess. It's so silly. But yeah, I won't keep going on. I've already made a video talking about the MDK project, but since a couple of those clips were popping off again on Twitter, I just had to take this opportunity to laugh at them. That's really about it. So yeah.